Imagine you're in a library, a vast repository of knowledge. Each book in the library is a unique world, with its own characters, its own plot, and its own language. This library is our cosmos, and each book is a different aspect of our reality. Now let's delve deeper into this analogy. Each book in the library represents the literature of the unified verse. The unified verse is the collection of all that exists, all the stars, all the planets, all the galaxies. It's a grand story, a narrative crafted by the forces of nature. Within each book there's a story. This story represents the ongoing tree of life, a tale of evolution, adaptation, survival, and extinction. Each chapter, each paragraph, each sentence, and each word contributes to the overall narrative. The paragraphs in our book represent the different species that populate our planet. Each species has its own unique characteristics, its own role in the ecosystem, its own place in the grand scheme of life. Each sentence in our paragraph is a creature. These creatures, whether they're humans, animals, or microscopic organisms, interact with each other in their environment, shaping and being shaped by the world around them. The subjects of our sentences are verbed by the biotype DNA cells. These cells, the basic building blocks of life, carry the genetic information that determines the characteristics of each creature. They're the phrases that make up our sentences, each one unique, each one vital. Within these phrases we find dictionary molecules. They form the words of our sentences, the atoms that make up our cells. Each molecule, like each word, has its own meaning, its own role to play in the grand narrative of life. The alphabet letters of these words are the particles of the Standard Model. These particles, the most basic units of matter, come together to form atoms, just as letters come together to form words. The strokes of these letters are inked by the particles, which are in turn papered by the covariant quantum fields. These fields, like the pages of our book, provide the foundation upon which reality is built. Finally, the energy or gravity that binds everything together, that enables the existence of the universe and everything in it, is the capability that holds our library together. It's the force that keeps the books on the shelves, that keeps the pages in the books, that keeps the words on the pages. To summarize, our cosmos is a grand library filled with books that represent the unified verse. Each book contains a story, the ongoing tree of life made up of paragraphs that represent species. Each species is made up of creatures, the sentences in our story, which are verbed by biotype DNA cells, the phrases in our sentences. These phrases are made up of dictionary molecules, the words in our sentences, which in turn are made up of atoms, the alphabet letters of our words. These atoms are formed by particles, the strokes of our letters, which are inked by quantum fields, the pages of our book. And finally, the capability, the energy or gravity that holds everything together, is the force that keeps our library standing. This is the intricate, interconnected nature of our reality, a grand narrative written in the language of the cosmos.